Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is our pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Listen, happy Thursday, happy last day of July. Crazy to think about because it feels like July 4th was just like 2 weeks ago, but it wasn't. Time is just nothing but a memory at this point. Anyways, let's cut to the chase here, okay? Straight to the chase, people. Yesterday, if you watched the show, you saw Peyton in the TVL kitchen with none other than Ashley from Sweet Bites. She came to show us how to make, I would dub it the world's best cookies ever in life, okay? They're her brown butter chocolate chip cookies, and I promise you, I had at least 5 coworkers say this is the best cookie they have ever had in their life. We can't make this stuff up, people. It's just quite delicious. And you can taste them for yourself and get the recipe. Take a look at the video I have right here for you.
Well, you guys may remember last week when I got a taste of what I have deemed to be the best cookie I've ever had in my life. And I've had a lot, let me just tell you what. I actually tried to recreate it at home this weekend. It didn't come out as great. Nothing, of course, comes close to desserts from Sweet Bites, which is a local bakery right here in Huntsville. And fortunately, we have owner Ashley here in the studio to share the secret of how exactly it's done. Ashley, sister, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're so pumped. We saw all of this on display this morning, and everybody's been like, who is that girl? We're like, she's Ashley of Sweet Bites. Welcome. I got to congratulate you at first. This is the cookie that I tried last week. Y'all, it's a brown butter chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip.
How do you even go about this? You've browned the butter first for starters.
Browning the butter starts.
Which is a hard thing to do.
Yes.
How do you go about doing that?
Low and slow. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes, and you have to stay still. You have to keep stirring so it doesn't burn. So it takes about 10 to 12 minutes to finish, and it's browning. You can kind of see it browning now.
Yeah, and it kind of, I did some research online, but I'm grateful that you're here. It kind of has a nuttier smell.
It has a nuttier smell.
It foams start at the top. So
yes.
Constant movement, 10 to 12 minutes.
Yes.
And is this one stick? How many
this
sticks?
Is 2 sticks.
Two
sticks of butter.
Beautiful. Okay, so
and
that is the key.
Coming together really slow, and then we'll cut the eye off right before it finishes so that it doesn't burn and it'll continue to brown.
Okay, so you got to let it cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and post. Okay, so we're browning our butter. Then we've got, again, our mixing ingredients. I'm so serious, Ashley. I don't want to give away too many secrets, but I'm going to beg them from you because I need to know exactly how to make this cookie. So we have other ingredients over here.
So with the brown butter, we add our brown sugar and our white sugar, and we cream those together.
Okay.
Once this cools, and then after we finish mixing those, we add in our eggs.
Okay.
2 eggs, and you want to mix it really good. You don't have to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. You can use a whisk for the entire portion, so you don't need extra tools and things like that to do it. I'm gonna move this right over here.
Okay, so we're letting that cool.
We're gonna let this
cool. Does it matter too? I feel like, Ashley, I've read so much science of you have to mix the butter with the flour first, then give it a pause, then add the egg, like the timing and order of things.
Yes.
How exactly do you go about doing that?
With this cookie, specifically, we do the brown butter and the brown sugar and sugar first. And once that sets, then we go in with our egg, a little bit of vanilla, and then we start with our flour mixture. Our flour mixture is flour, a little baking soda, and a little salt.
Okay.
And then we also use chocolate chips and a Hershey bar. So we cut those up
in
little chunks.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yes. And with cookies, the best thing is not to overmix. So a lot of times we continue mixing. You want to mix until you can't see the flour anymore.
Okay.
And this dough is going to be refrigerated for 1 to 2 hours before you scoop and before you roll into your balls and all of that. You want to have it set in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours.
Ashley, these are the tips we need. I knew none of you. I'm so serious. It's so much science. And I'm curious too, on that note, again, you've been baking for quite a while. You've got Sweet Bites now, which is so wonderful. Tell me kind of how the backstory of this started. I'm told your mama was a big baker. You've got a sweet memory with her, and red velvet cake of all things too.
Of all things. So my mother, I grew up, she made red velvet cake as we grew up. Before her passing, she gifted me her red velvet recipe, and I started making it for family and friends, and they were a big part of our journey of helping me start encouraging us to to get out there. And so it started with the red velvet cake, and then we have open doors for cookies and cupcakes as well. So the red velvet is definitely what started us, and now we're on to, you know, a bigger journey.
And you do all kinds of things. You do cater, which I want to plug. Let's talk a little bit what that looks like, how far in advance. I mean, clearly people want one of everything that they're seeing right now. So what does that look like for booking you for an event?
For booking us for an event, you can visit us online and submit a order form for catering. So for catering, we like to have at least 5 to 7 business days for catering orders. They come with a sweet delivery. We package it up really nicely like this, and we also have other boxes for our cakes and our cookies. We do deliver. We also offer setup. You can also do a local pickup if you like as well.
Oh my word, Ashley, you thought of everything. I mean, I feel like they're all probably your little babies, but what's your favorite go-to dessert or treat cookie?
So my favorite is going to be the Biscoff cookie.
These right here?
The Biscoff cookie.
Do we see these? Look how beautiful. It's funny, I've only had your one brown butter, and that's already my favorite. So I'm scared to venture. Girl, I'd be ordering from you every day. You'd be like, this client has a little bit of a problem. And I'd be like, yeah, sorry, that's me. These are all so stunning. Okay, how are we doing over here? Butter's kind of still cooling a little bit?
Yes, it's cooling down, but if you can tell that it's darkened here.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's exactly where you want it to be.
So again, 10-12 minutes for 2 sticks.
For 2 sticks.
Again, waiting for that foam. When do we know we've gone too far? If it smells a little burnt,
Yeah, it's a smell, and then it maybe sticks a little bit.
Okay.
It gets a little grainy at the bottom.
Is it unsalvageable? We got to start over.
Yeah, you want to start over.
You got to start over.
Definitely want to start over.
All right, 10 to 12 minutes, slowly floating. Again, add the other ingredients as well. Chill it in the refrigerator, 1 to 2 hours. How long are we baking these again, Ashley?
These are 11 minutes, 11 to 12 minutes. That gives you a nice crust around the edge and a nice chewy center.
At 350?
At 350.
All right, you heard it here first. Ashley, sister, we love you. You are so talented. We're going to have you come back literally all the time, because I'm so serious. I'll take one of everything. Before I let you go, though, tell us one more time again who you are, Sweet Bites. Where can we follow along and book you again?
Yes, Ashley with Sweet Bites HSV. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sweet Bites HSV.
Awesome. We'll do just that. You want to come back every day? We'll see you tomorrow, maybe?
Maybe.
Cookies with Ashley. She's like, again, the obsession starts now. Don't be scared. We love you. Thank you, my girl. We appreciate it.
As Peyton said, new obsession unlocked as of today. Those cookies, well, as of yesterday, the cookies are phenomenal. I hope you took notes, but if you did miss it, head on over to tvliving.com to rewatch the video. But really quickly, let's go over what today on Tennessee Valley Living is going to look like. First up, Peyton, our girl, she's learning how to knit, okay, with Ida Middenforth with knit stitching. So this right here is like a knitted rooster or chicken, what have you. Super cute. She hosts a knitting group for all ages, for both men and women, and says that her youngest student is just 12 years old. I feel like that's so awesome. I know for a fact at 12 years old I was still playing Webkins on my mom's computer. So here we are. She's already one step ahead of the game. How about that? But look at these knitted socks as well. Just a couple of different things that you can make at this knitting community knitting class. Make sure that you tune in to the show around 11:15 to get more details on that. And then we're talking back to school balance. It is the topic of today's discussion with Abby Johnson. She's a teacher at Marshall County Online Schools. A couple of topics that we're covering: teacher self-care and a balance as we head into the new year, obviously, how teachers and parents can set routines to get back into the swing of things with, coming straight off of summer right into school. Like, how can we balance the two, or the transition between the two? Also, parent/teacher communication. What does that look like? Tips from a teacher, but also tips from the perspective as a parent as well, because she does have a 2nd grade student. So I think this is going to be a very beneficial conversation around 11:30. Make sure you're tuning in for that. And then we are rounding out the show with Leilani Pitts. She's a local artist that we met at the Lumberyard, actually, and she's going to show off her painting skills today. What is she painting today? I have no idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to watch the show at 11:45 and find out together on Tennessee Valley Living. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do want to remind you all that we do not have a live show tomorrow. We also do not have a live show on Monday. So you will see me again next Tuesday for a new live show, a new live episode of Tennessee Valley Living. But I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Stay cool, and I'll see you soon.